Hello YouTube, MobileTechnology Reviews here, and today I'm going to be doing an updated software review on my Tracfone LG840G. So this device runs a proprietary operating system. It's a Java operating system customized by LG. We'll start off by taking a look at the lock screen. It has your time and your date, and this little slider so you can unlock it. And when you first unlock your device, you're brought to one of three home screens, the widget home screen. If you press this little arrow in the lower right hand corner, you're brought to a selection of widgets, which you can then drag up onto the home screen. If you swipe to the left, you're brought to your shortcut home screen, which consists of 9 customizable shortcuts. And then if you swipe again, you're brought to your favorite contacts home screen, which where you can add contacts so you can easily message them or call them, etc. Now down here at the bottom you have 4 stationary icons. You can't change them, you can't customize them. This is the dialer, this is your contacts, which I'm not going to show you, and this is your messaging, which I'll show you later. And this little dice-like icon brings you to your main menu. Now up here at the top you have your status bar, which consists of your service strength, your Wi-Fi signal, as this device does have Wi-Fi. And this is your little icon that determines whether your device is on silent, vibrate, or normal, your battery indicator, and your clock. And if you touch right here on the black bar, a little drop-down menu comes down. You can access the music player, toggle Bluetooth on and off, turn your alarm on and off, adjust your ring or vibration, and toggle Wi-Fi on and off. Now, back down here, click this, brings you into our main menu. 3 pages. Right here we have prepaid, which is just basic your basic airtime info. Right here we have contacts, messaging. I'll go ahead and show you guys the full QWERTY keyboard. So here it is. As this display does not support multi-touch, this is not a multi-touch keyboard, but it is still a good keyboard. Easy to type on. It is only available, the full QWERTY keyboard is only available in landscape mode, unfortunately. This is your dialer, which I already showed you. Your recent calls, just a basic call log. Games and apps. This phone is capable of Java games and apps. Now all of these are games that I have installed, except for Uno and Asphalt 4. Those games come preloaded. This is your calendar. It's just a basic calendar, shows month view, and you can add appointments. This is your camera. I'll show you the user interface of the 2 megapixel shooter. Right here has access to your basic settings, your white balance, your night mode, your timer, and you have various color effects you can change. This is your brightness toggle. Right here you can change the resolution all the way from 2 megapixels down to QVGA resolution. Right here you have your zoom function, and while this device is in 2 megapixel mode you cannot zoom, but if you change it to anywhere below that you can zoom. Of course right here you have our shutter button, and right here is our shortcut to our gallery. If you touch right here, you're brought to the video recording mode. Same effects there. Brightness. And while in video mode you can zoom. It has up to a 2 times zoom while in video mode, and you can either do that via the on-screen controls or the volume rocker. So pretty basic camera. The interesting thing is that it has a shortcut to the camera and to the video camera, even though you can access the video camera through the camera application. So that's not too useful, but it's there. So the alarm is just your basic alarm. I'll skip browser, I'll show you guys that later. Here's your settings. You can basically just change your phone settings, your wallpaper, etc. This does have an email client on it. It works for most basic services, Gmail, Yahoo, etc. SNS is social networking services, which consists of Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. They're fairly decent applications. It has a pretty nice voice recorder on it. The one thing I do like about this device is that it does include a file manager, something that a lot of Android phones don't include. This is your internal memory, and if you switch over here, this is your SD card. And this does support SD cards up to 16 gigabytes. Right here is your gallery. Show you some of the pictures taken with the 2 megapixel camera. As you can see, it takes decent pictures for the low megapixel count. Right here is your music player, which is pretty nice as far as looks and user interface wise, but as far as performance and how speedy it is, it lags a lot, so that's that. Here's your notepad, just your basic notepad, and then you can use the full QWERTY keyboard to type notes. Audio here is just some of your ringtones and your songs that you have on it. Your video player is just where it stores all your videos. And this is capable of playing movies, but they have to be at QVGA resolution and MPEG-4 format. Right here we have sound settings. Just allows you to change your ringtone, your message tone, etc. This is your Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna let you see, but you can just turn on Wi-Fi basically and connect to your network. Pretty basic there. Bluetooth. This is an older version of Bluetooth. I'm not 100% sure which version it is, but it's definitely not the newest. Pretty basic there. And then basically on this page we have our tools, our calculator, our task manager, stopwatch, our tape calculator, unit converter, and our SIM app, which just allows you to unlock your SIM card. So now I gotta show you the browser, and obviously this isn't taking minutes because I am connected to Wi-Fi. This is a pretty basic Tracfone browser. Down here at the bottom we have our tabs. Right here we have our zoom controls. Because this device does not support multi-touch, you can't pinch to zoom. You can either use those controls or the volume rocker to zoom. Right here we have our reload button. This brings us to our bookmarks. And this brings us into full screen mode, which does allow for a little bit more screen real estate while browsing the web. Now as far as scrolling goes, it is pretty fluid on this device. I'll open up a somewhat demanding website here, YouTube. Now this device does play YouTube videos, but they are very small and not very high resolution. So if you're looking at this to watch a lot of YouTube videos, it's not very good. So here's YouTube. As you can see, it loaded fairly fast. Scrolling is fluid. Up here in your top right hand corner you have settings menu. You can browse the web in landscape mode. So overall, this browser is pretty nice. It'll open up most pages with no problem over Wi-Fi. I have not been able to try this browser over Tracfone's 3G. This phone does support 3G data speeds. I do not get 3G, T-Mobile's 3G in my area, so I can't test it out, unfortunately. But there's your browser. In my browser comparison, just click the link to see that. I compared the stock browser with Opera Mini and UC Browser, which are two third-party browsers that I downloaded. So be sure to check that video out. Games on this device play pretty well. I'll go ahead and show you guys Doodle Jump. And these, well, if you first install a Java application, when you first get this phone, it'll have a little keypad at the bottom with like a navigational D-pad, like OK buttons. You can see my video. It's called LG-A40G, How to Remove Java Virtual Keypad. That tells you how to remove that. But anyway, here's Dual Jump. This device does not have an accelerometer, so you can't obviously go like this. You have to touch the sides of the screen to move left and right. It does take kind of a while to load. That's due to the fairly slow processor. As you can see, it plays pretty much effortlessly without any stutters. Except for that I suck at it. Anyway, there's a gaming sample of the gaming on the LG A40G. I do have some applications such as Facebook, Google Maps, and my browsers on here. I also have a weather application, and eBuddy, which is a instant messenger application. As you can see, it is pretty fluid. Just scrolling through the home screens here, I'm going pretty fast. Not much lag in the user interface overall. Pretty smooth. This user interface is extremely similar to Android, where it has home screens and then an app drawer. As you can see, these three capacitive touch buttons do light up fairly bright. And as you can probably tell, it is a little bit pixelated due to the low resolution of this display. So that's about it for my updated software review of my Tracfone LG A40G. Be sure to check out my hardware review, and thank you all for watching. Catch you next time. See ya.